Have you started a podcast and you're trying to figure out how to make money? This is actually where most podcasters fail because they don't have a plan and they don't actually understand what makes a successful podcasting show. You got to just press record. This video is in partnership with Buzzsprout, the company that we use for our podcast. And I love them so much because they help make podcasting easy. Now, if you're anything like me, time is very limited. You maybe are running your YouTube channel, running a business, and so you need something that is easy to use. And Buzzsprout allows you to be able to post your podcast and distribute it to all of the places that people can listen to it on. My name is Heather Torres with Think Media, and on this channel we do tech, your review, YouTube tips, and podcasting tips just like this. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, before you even try and make money with your podcast, there's a few things that you want to make sure are in place. Number 1, you want to make sure that your podcast is everywhere. I would suggest getting set up with a site like Buzzsprout, where they can actually distribute your podcast to all of the places that people will listen. I will link down below if you want to know how to do that. Buzzsprout actually walks you through that very easily, but you want to make sure that your podcast is everywhere first. The second pre-work that you need to make sure is that you know who your audience is. When it comes to being able to make money with a podcast, you need to know who are you selling to. Now, I believe that to sell is to serve, and so you want to know the audience that you're serving. Are you serving people who are interested in financial services? Are you serving moms who are busy and need help? Are you serving baby boomers with life insurance? Who are you serving and how are you serving them? Understanding this key is really important. Now, if you're just doing a podcast with some friends, talking about the latest news or something like that, don't worry, you can actually still make money. But when you know exactly the audience that you're serving and the pain point that they have, it will be easier for you to make money with your show. Here at Think Media, we have the Think Media podcast, and we are targeting entrepreneurs who want to grow their personal brand using video. And through that podcast, we're sharing ways that they can go deeper with us. When you understand that your podcast can be a marketing machine for you, it's a way for you to have deeper conversations with the ideal audience that you want to reach. You can start to see how you can monetize that show. The way I like to think about it is a podcast different from a YouTube channel or an Instagram feed or something like that. It's like when I was in high school and I'd just sit on the phone for hours with my friends, and we're just talking, having a conversation about things that we're interested in. This is my phone, apparently, but that's what a podcast can do. You can actually get to know people. They get to know you on a deeper level, and you can serve them. And as you're serving them with free content, you can offer them ways that they can go deeper with you inside of your business. So let's break down 7 ways that you can be making money with your podcast. Number 1 is coaching and consulting. If you are starting a show and you have an expertise in something, you can actually offer for people to get on the phone with you, schedule a calendar, and invite with them, or go directly to a buy button for your coaching and consulting. I've seen podcasts that have this option where they are actually just filling up their calendar based on what they are doing on their show. They are offering free content, answering questions, hitting specific pain points, and then during the show at some point, they are offering some type of an ad where they are allowing people to go deeper with them, whether that's in the show notes below or whether that is in the option for them to be able to go to a web page. The Ryan Painda Show does this very well. He has options where you can actually schedule to golf with him, which is coaching and consulting, and you can have the option to go deeper with him through his podcast with coaching and consulting. Next is you can actually create an online course. We've done this here at Think Media, and we offer a free class before they get to the online course to give them a taste to see if it's the content that they want. Another podcaster that does this well is Vanessa Lau. She's a podcast, and she offers an online course. This course has grown rapidly over the last several years, has grown her business into 7 figures, and she's done that from her YouTube channel, her Instagram, and her podcast. So if you have an online course that you create, you can go deeper with your audience by offering that. Now, it does not have to be an expensive online course. I've seen courses that are $7 up to $7,000, so there is a range that you can go when it comes to the course content. If you're new to making courses, I will link down below a video where I walk you step by step of how to create your first online course. Number 3 is you can partner with affiliates. Now, what is an affiliate? It just means that you are going to share the products and the services that you love. And when you do that to your audience and they click on your unique link, you then get a percentage of that commission or the sale. I will link down below other videos that we have here at Think Media, where we're teaching you how to become an affiliate for different types of programs. You could do something like Amazon affiliates. We do that here at Think Media, and that is a percentage, almost 30% of the income that comes into our business is from affiliates. Now, it's not just Amazon. We're set up with about 20 different affiliate programs, but I'll link down below, like I said, a way that you can go deeper into understanding that. Amazon is one of those. And like I said, if you're not already signed up with a hosting platform, I highly recommend Buzzsprout, which is the sponsor of today's video. Now, Buzzsprout also has inside of their software what's called the Buzzsprout Affiliate Marketplace. Inside of the Buzzsprout Marketplace, you can actually sign up to be an affiliate or to have brand sponsorship for your podcast. So they are the middlemen linking you between different companies so that you can start to monetize on your show. I'll link down below if you want to get started with your free trial of Buzzsprout and check out their Buzzsprout Affiliate Marketplace. Number 4 is brand partnerships. Now, did you know that micro-influencers are actually on the rise? A micro-influencer is someone who is helping a specific audience. For myself, I'm a micro-influencer when it comes to the YouTube and online space. Now, when you are a micro-influencer, you can be partnering with brands that can actually help your audience. I know that Angie Lee has an amazing podcast where she partners with CPD companies as well as software companies like Kajabi. And when she partners with those companies, they are actually paying for airtime. They're paying for space on her show. So if you've listened to a podcast, even here at Think Media, and we say this episode is brought to you by, and then we talk about a brand or a company, we have probably been in exchange of partnership with that company. Now, you're probably asking the question, well, yeah, how do I do that? How do I get brand sponsorships? I'll link down below one of our videos where we talk about how to get brand sponsorships. But I want to just encourage you first to grow your brand. If you're going to go into partnership with a company, they want to have listeners already there. It's really hard to actually partner with a brand when you're just getting started. That's why I moved this down the list a little bit more, because you do actually have to grow influence first before a brand wants to partner with you. There's obviously other things involved it comes to brand partnerships, but I just want to make sure that that tool is in your toolbox when it comes to understanding the ways that you can make money on your podcast. So brand sponsorships is one of those ways you can do it. Now, there's a podcast that I listen to called the Verdi Podcast, and she actually is selling her own merch line, and she is also an author. She does Bible studies, and she does different study guides that you can purchase from her shop. She sells everything from coffee to coffee mugs to shirts to amazing Bible studies. And because I've listened to her podcast, I've actually become one of her customers. I love the content she's producing, and she's selling physical products on that podcast. So maybe you're someone who wants to create a merch line, or you want to have physical products that your community can purchase. I love that her podcast, she really says this is a free podcast. And the support that you do in her merch shop is actually how she's able to keep creating her free content. So you can get yourself up on a Shopify site or another site where you could be selling your own merchandise. Another way is actually through offering premium content or exclusive content through a Patreon site. This just allows for people to go deeper with you as a content creator, and they can support the work that you are doing. Now, there are a ton of free videos on YouTube that can help you learn how to really monetize with Patreon, and I'll link some of those down below to get you started. And the final way for you to be making money with your podcast is actually right here on YouTube. There are so many opportunities here on YouTube for you to reach a new audience.